Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Burning Dogface, and I'd like to welcome you to Let's Play Cold Fear. This is a third-person shooter slash survival horror game, which came out in 2005. And I thought I'd give it a shot for Halloween this year. Before we begin, I'd like to mention that this is going to be a blind LP. I stepped into the very first area in order to get a reading on the frame rate and audio levels, and in this case to calibrate my controller too, since this game is from the era before Xbox 360 controllers were immediately recognized by PC games. But other than that, everything we're about to see is going to be new to me. I'm going to play the game for the first time ever, and you guys get to come along for the ride. Here's hoping we all enjoy ourselves. Now, without further ado, let's play Cold Fear.
On my mark. Go, go, go! Candid, Marcus. Advance by twos. Anyone else hear that? Negative. Something's out there.
Come in. Come in. Damn it, Hernandez. Talk to me. What's going on? I'm not getting anything here. Marcus. Law.
Do you hear me? Come on. Somebody answer me. Is anybody alive out there? Come in. Get me another asset out there, pronto. Anything we've got. Anything.
Yeah, I hear you. This is the USS Ravenswood. We arrived in the vicinity of the vessel and will now initiate a search patrol and look for it. Ravenswood out.
I'm sure they're fine. A couple things I should mention right off the bat. Firstly, when I said I was calibrating my controller, I meant I had to manually enter all the controls. And you may remember this same problem from my playthroughs of a couple of the Prince of Persia games. But in cases like that, I can't use the L and R triggers on an Xbox 360 controller at the same time. So I've set aiming to left bumper instead. Oh, there's two kinds of aiming in this game. That was called second-person aiming, which is silly. This is what they call third-person aiming. Yeah, I don't think so. It seems to be a mixture of scenes like this, where it's got a fixed camera perspective, and scenes where the camera swings around behind our boy here. As I detected by walking all of 50 feet down the I don't know what it's called, the deck. A note about ammunition conservation. General Order number 16. Due to the platform's irregular supplies, we must conserve our munitions and medkits as much as possible. Therefore, live ammo training is now suspended, pending new orders. In a combat situation, it is vital that all soldiers look to their downed comrades as potential sources of ammo or medkits. In the same interests of economy, use body searches when really necessary. Use the butt of your rifle in close combat situations. This will enable you to gain the necessary distance to adjust your aim. Some of your opponents will attempt to immobilize you. Do not simply empty your clips. Strike out at them to free yourself, and shoot at point-blank range. This is generally highly effective. Anishenko. So I'm assuming that this is a message from the original crew of this Russian whaler, which I guess means that Hansen here can read Russian. Mission, find the emergency radio code. Lansing is the one of the emergency radio code. He should be on the front deck. Oh. I should also mention that I am technically using a mod. The Cold Fear widescreen fix by 13AG. And this was the only way to get the game to run at a resolution matching my monitor, so... And I could have had it down smaller, but then I'd need to make adjustments to all my jump cuts and such, and it's just such a hassle. And now it's swinging around behind. Oh, the swing really does affect your aim. So, there is a mechanic involving that. You hold B, or I set it to B, and next to any of these railings, and you cling onto them. And I guess it makes your aim more steady when you, when you're shooting. I remembered that, actually, from back when the game came out. Read it in a review. I'm not actually sure where to go from here. Let's not walk into that fire, if we can avoid it. Oh god! You know, let's go the other way. Oh, there's another thing. You can't set two actions to the same button when you're manually setting the controller. So the game automatically recognizes whatever your run button is as menu confirm, and whatever your cling button is as menu cancel. So that's set to A and B, which is nice. But, for example, I can't set actions to A as well, so I put that on X. Oh. Right here. I was kind of expecting that door to just be painted on. Sorry about that. So... oh good, this shit begins. That's awesome. I do like that even with the fixed camera angles, it snaps behind you whenever you aim like this. Oh, that's really moody. Fucking Resident Evil. Like 1. What do you do? Oh, okay, great. Can I interact with stuff? Oh, I can't actually... no, this is really awkward. No, no way I'm actually going into combat like this. Oh. So when the camera is behind you, it's left and right to turn it. You can't move it with the right stick. And when the camera is out like this, your guy moves in the direction you point the stick. So it's not quite tank controls, which is honestly a bit confusing when it does switch to tank controls. And I feel like the reason for that is that this game came out on May 15th, 2005, and Resident Evil 4 came out on January 11th, 2005. This man seems to have misplaced his head. Nothing again. What? I'm going to assume that is a generic message that was... and it's just really unfortunate that it came up as the first one. This is always an exciting part of these games, where it's very obvious something horrible has happened here. And I haven't the slightest idea what it is. Like, I don't even know what kind of horrible thing happened here. Did someone open a portal to hell? Was it monsters from the bottom of the sea? Aliens? Ghosts? Some kind of experiment gone wrong? There's all kinds of crazy shit that can happen in horror games. Going in circles. And, most of it is very, very bad. Where am I trying to go? There's a door over there. And there's a door here. Ah, I see. Let me guess. Resistance. Oh, okay. Oh, let's not go that way. I have no intention of going into the ocean. Being in the middle of the ocean in a stormy sea. Ooh. Okay. You might remember from Let's Play Abzu that deep water does my head in. Ooh. Oh. Is there even anything back here? All I really know about this game is what you saw there in the cutscene, and the fact that our main character's name is Tom Hansen, U.S. Coast Guard. I looked it up, because I didn't know. You know how you call a member of the U.S. Army a soldier, and in the Navy you're a sailor? In the U.S. Coast Guard, the term to refer to a serving member is Coast Guardsman, regardless of gender. Well, I can't read Russian, so I have no idea what's going on. Fuck, that's what I got up here. Oh, it's a sprint meter, okay. This is I know where this goes. Is there anywhere else I can go right now? I didn't, like, miss a door inside, did I? Because that would be really embarrassing. Okay, you can crouch. Oh. I did not intend to just demonstrate that so effectively. I have a problem. I don't remember seeing a melee attack in the commands I was, filling out. Like, really, I just remember shoot. Nothing interesting about that flare. Let me take a look back in here. I didn't think it would repeat, just, you know. Can I open these lockers? No. Man! Now I look like an idiot. These... Sorry about that. Okay, if I came in from over there, where does this go? Oh, good. Oh. Ow. My organs. Okay. It's basically a trap corridor. Oh, that's always a good sign. Yeah, I'm sure something good happened here. Huh? Is it just telling me where that door goes?
I better read the inscriptions so that I don't get lost. Let's see how much of my Russian I still remember.
Oh, is he reading the sign? I'm assuming that's what that is.
This door is locked by an electrical system.
Alright.
Maybe I can shoot this thing.
It's not a good idea, but let's do it anyway.
Они повсюду! Они идут прямо на нас! Тихо! Они могут нас услышать! Помогите мне открыть эту дверь! Она закрыта на ключ, мы пропали! Эй! Осторожно! Один из них за углом! Черт! 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 Огонь!
Oh god. Oh, X is punch for some reason. I just forgot it wasn't reload.
This valve must control the sprinkler system.
I don't see a valve. Ah. Boy, that's annoying.
I've got to find that code.
What a sorry state of affairs we find ourselves in.
Равнобладская пиздопребина!
Great. And, no, I've destroyed his brain. What a lovely start to this game. It's not as immediately oppressive with the fear as some other games I've played. I was gonna say Alien Isolation, but that feels like cheating because that was the scariest game I've ever played in my goddamn life. It's certainly building right up to unnerving, even though the first enemies seem to just be dudes with guns. I really hate the way the rocking of the ship makes his body move. I'm sure that was on purpose, but I'm Burning Dogface, and I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Play Cold Fear. And we continue exploring whatever this ship is called, and, start to get to the bottom of this horrible mystery. Later!